Howdy, howdy. Sorry that took a little bit longer. My son usually gets picked up by his mom at 10. That didn't happen until 10:30, so there was a little bit of a logistical error there. Getting things switched out. I like to walk him out to the front yard and all that kind of stuff. So I do apologize for for making you listen to that music and watch that countdown a little bit longer than normal. I apologize. Let's see here. Howdy, howdy. Hey, Tom. Good to see you. Tom is here. Good to see you. Hello, all. Miss Mormon is here. You never realize how much you miss something until it's gone. Right, Ryan? I definitely missed this Tuesday stream. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. I missed it as well. I haven't been home over the last 3 weeks. I've been here only 1 week. And for the last 4 weeks, I've only been home 1 week because I went to Origins. Well, I guess I was there. I was home that week, Monday and Tuesday. Then I left. And then I was at Origins, and I came home for a week. Then we went to Dice Tower East, and I went straight from Dice Tower East to San Antonio, and now I'm finally home. And Gen Con's right around the corner. It is what it is. I'm not complaining, but man alive. Convention season and life, when life happens and throws you some curveballs at the same time, it can be quite the whirlwind. But I'm not complaining. Definitely first world problems. But I am very, 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 very capital VERY, very happy to be home. And I'm going to soak it up and enjoy it. Let's see here. Vanessa is here. Hello. Bushman is here. Welcome, welcome. Good afternoon, people. Term used loosely. And of course, you're probably referring to yourself there, so I understand. Maybe, I don't know what term you're actually using there. If it's people, afternoon, or good, I don't know. Could be all three with you. Hey everyone, got done early today so I can hang out for a bit. All right, super duper. Awesome. Let's see here. David Brownlee says, in the fireside chat before last, Sam mentioned ammo bunnies. Or Amo Bunnies. As a cute anime-like game, I speculated it might be Moe. Having looked at the art, I now think the name is a mashup of Amoeba. Then vacation after Gen Con? Yes. That is absolutely right. Stop reminding me. Yes, Tom. So I'm going to go to Gen Con. And I'm going to fly back from Gen Con, and then the next day we're going camping. Help me, Rhonda. Oh, I forgot my coffee out in the kitchen. I wonder if... Oh, okay. All right. So me and JT are conversing what's going to be our next bottom 5, top 5 lists. So we just confirmed. So I've got that going. All right. Maribeth says hi. Hello, Maribeth. Good to see you, or good to hear from you, rather. Good. Hello, hello. Good to see you guys. All right. Well, we are going to be doing as per usual. Well, as per what we want to be usual. We do our It Belongs in a Museum stream on Tuesday mornings, and It Belongs in a Museum is simply a series of videos where I'm going to take a couple of older games off my shelf and talk about them, just to give them a little bit more spotlight time, just to kind of show what they were. So it's a focus on older games, not necessarily accurately and traditionally what we consider old games. They're just older. You know what I mean? So that's what we do here. And then later on this afternoon, you can come on back, or rather this evening or tonight, whenever it might be for you, 5:30 Pacific time. Jess and I, at least, there might be another person in there. Just depends on if he can work it into his schedule. We'll be doing Last Night on Earth. That, again, is going to be part of what we do here on the Flipside on Tuesdays, is we take a look at older games. So the playthrough in the afternoon is going to be an older game, and we're going to talk about a couple of older games here as well. But to make that a little bit more fun, I also like to do a giveaway, and it's just a couple of stickers. You'll get a couple of stickers from us, but we like to have a little bit of a competition to see if you guys and gals can guess what game we're going to talk about, or what games we're going to talk about one at a time before. So I give you a couple of clues to get you started, to get you thinking down the right path, hopefully. And then whomever in the live chat, whomever gives the correct answer for who, or what is going to be the game we talk about next, they will get a couple of stickers. Or if you have already won, and I've already sent you a couple of stickers, then you get to choose somebody in chat who has not yet won, and we will send them a couple of stickers and a surprise. And we usually try to make the surprise something pretty cool. So that's what we do, yo. Go get your coffee. We understand your emergency. Caffeine withdrawal? No. They have a Dutch Bros in San Antonio, so I'm not experiencing withdrawals at all, actually. I just like to have it to, I don't know, it's just part of the ambiance of the video. It's just kind of like, we're just sitting here chatting over a cup of coffee, as it were. Let's see here. Go run a few and get it. We'll wait for if it means a less cranky Sam. I'm not actually cranky. I have already had my coffee this morning. I've actually run a couple errands and made breakfast for at least one of the kiddos. So I have already had read some in my devotional. Went and got both of our cars washed because they both needed it really badly, and we weren't able to get to it yesterday. So I went, I took and got my car washed, ran to Steamers West to get Jess her medicine ball, and then went and took that to her at work, picked up her car, went and got it washed, dropped it back off, got my car, came back home, made breakfast, got the youngest one off to spend the day with his mom, and here we are. So I have had some coffee already, but yeah, let me go ahead and do that. I'll go get my coffee. I'm going to give myself a minute. So here we go. I will be right back. Oh no! Not that one. I get a minute and a half. All right. That's not bad. You keep using that word. Do not think it means what you think it means. It might not. You never know. But I did rush. Better make it fast. I did. I love finishing off my night with some live Flipside. That is cool. We appreciate it. Ba ba ba. Life is better with coffee. Isn't it though? It's super better with coffee. Although I will say, good morning, Derek. Good to see you. I will say that people who drink black coffee are a separate breed. I went and I got to spend a lot of time with my cousin Mike when I was down in San Antonio. He's the guy that him and his brother Petey, but are the last ones from our family that still live in San Antonio, and that frankly, in large part, are still alive and did any amount of anything with Grandpa, their uncle, and really Mike is the only one. Petey doesn't really do a whole lot with Grandpa. Never really did. Just kind of did his own thing. So Mike was really the last one. So I was able to spend a lot of time with him, coordinating things, getting things ready to go for the funeral, and trying to get things going with the lawyer to get the probate courts going and all that other kind of stuff for the estate. And we had a blast. And of course, it was just a good time. He's a believer, and so there's a lot of in common things there. And he's just a good guy. He's a great guy. And so we were able to spend a whole lot of time together. And one of the things that, whenever we had to meet in the morning, I would always say, hey, I'm running by Dutch Bros. You want me to get you anything? And he would say, no, I make it at the house. And he made some coffee at Grandpa's house while we were there in the evenings. And it's always black. I mean, just straight jet black coffee. And I'm like, how? Because usually when I go to a place, I tell them, you need to make it taste as little like coffee as possible. Because to me, coffee is bitter, and it's, I can't see how people enjoy black coffee. Now, I don't necessarily like, coffee flavored milkshakes. I'm not that far down the road, but I do wonder about the sanity of people who like black coffee. Just straight black coffee. I don't see how you can do it. But you do you. What's with top chat being default? I don't know. I did choose mine to be live chat, though. So there you go. It's magic. Sam appeared with a cup of coffee. Vanessa says, I love coffee. Fishing for more. Fishing for more. Hello, hello. Fishing for more. Chai tea. Chai tea? You just said TT. You realize that, right? And I'm not trying to be that guy. I just think that's funny. I don't like coffee. Tried it once. It was too bitter. See? That's what I'm talking about. You need to try some of my coffee, man. This is a... now, I am a fan of Dutch Bros. So my son got this for me on Father's Day. He brought, again, they give the stickers out for free, so it wasn't a huge thing. But he brought that back. Sorry, there was some dribbled chocolate on the side of my cup. Can't do without the chocolate. Anyway, they have this thing called a Kokomo, and it's basically just a coconut-flavored mocha. And that's my drink of choice at Dutch Bros, and I always get it made with the protein milk, which is super duper. Sugar-free Kokomo with protein milk. And so I got him one of those one time, and Mike, I got him one of those, and he was just like, he drank it, but I don't think he liked it. Because every time I offered to get him coffee at Dutch Bros after that, he was like, "No, it's all right. I make it at home. It's okay. You can do that." And so anyway, David Rose says he loves black coffee. That tracks, David. It's another reason for me to question your sanity. Also, it depends on how it is brewed. French roast provides a more mellow flavor. Espresso also is less bitter than drip, especially if you sprinkle a little bit of salt in the hopper before brewing. Look at you. All right. My obsession with coffee started with an ice cap from Tim Hortons. An iced cappuccino. I swore coffee would never pass my lips when I was younger. All this talk of coffee has me wanting to go grab one now, but I'm trying to be good. Well, be good. Be good. But why would getting a coffee be not good? That's what I don't understand. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and start our first contest this morning or evening or afternoon or whatever it might be or for you. This is going to be a game that I have talked about a lot before, but it is a small game. So I'm giving you a bunch of clues here, and they have Designer Diary Ghost Fight and Treasure Hunters Anniversary Edition. Ghost Fight and Treasure Hunters is a game that I really enjoy. It's a great little kids game, but it also works well with adults. It is kind of a roll and move game, but there's a lot of other things going on that make it really fun. I'm going to read that later. Maybe. All right, let's see here. So, let's see here. This game that we are going to talk about first is 12 years old. Came out in 2012, and it is an abstract strategy game. I'm going to go ahead and put that there. And the main mechanism is tile placement. So that's the first round of clues that I'm going to give you. 2012 was when it came out. An abstract strategy tile placement game. And that's that. So 2012 abstract strategy tile placement game. Those are the clues that we're going to talk about now. And again, use the tools at your disposal. All right. 2012 abstract strategy tile placement. First person to come back with the correct answer is TI1/2. Oh, Eric. Plus, I had a s'mores cold brew from Dunkin' yesterday. Oh, because of all the sugar. Well, that's the thing. I use sugar-free creamer and sugar-free chocolate. So I don't have any sugar in here. I know there are still sweeteners in there, but they're not sugar. They don't have the calories and all that kind of stuff. So that's one of the reasons why. My grandpa used to tell people when you know, he was getting older, and people always like to give advice for people that are getting older, and they always said, you need to be drinking water, you need to be drinking water, you need to be drinking water, and he would always show him his cup of coffee. There's water in here. So, all right, King Domino. No, that's incorrect. Suro of the Seas. No, that's incorrect. Carcassonne. Incorrect. Ryan. Codinca. Ryan. Thou art the winner of this here. That was fast, y'all. Jeez Louise. Ryan, you are an amazing Google. Your Google foo is on point, my friend. So Ryan has won. Ryan, I cannot remember to whom I have sent stickers and a surprise. So if you have already received stickers and a surprise from me, then you need to pick somebody in chat. If not, however, just tell me that this is the first time you've won. I don't think it is, though. I think I've sent you stuff before, but I could be mistaken. What? Codinca. I would have never gotten that. Yeah, well, it is, like I said, a small game. This is the game in and of itself. What is I don't know. What? Codinca. Sammy! Bob Rock is here. Has Vanessa G won yet? I don't know. Vanessa, have you won? Is that a game? Yes, it's a game. I'm about to show it to you. This is put out by designed by Leonard Boyd and David Brishaw, and they are the owners of Backspindle Games, and you can find their stuff at backspindlegames.com. Cool stuff. I haven't, Ryan. Wow, that was fast. Yep, I picked Vanessa G. All right, Vanessa, you send me your shipping information, and we will get you a couple of stickers. Why did that beep so loud? All right, that's turned off. We'll get you a couple of stickers and a surprise in the mail here pretty soon. But Codinca. Codinca is a game from 2012. It is a tile placement abstract strategy game. So let's go ahead and get down to the table and we'll take a look. It is a very small box, but I think it's pretty cool. I haven't won. I will, though. If Samuel does the thing, I have to remind him every time. Oh, Bob. Did you hear, Bob? Okay, back up here. Have you heard? I have not been home for 3 of the last 4 weeks. 3 of the last 4 weeks I've been traveling. Origins, back home for a week. Dice Tower East, San Antonio. Now I'm finally back. Maybe I'll get that done this week. We'll see. All right, let's see here. So here we go. This is Codinca. And Codinca, I know you are. I know you are, Bob. Please. I know. But just, I like to kid around. So there you have it. All right, Codinca. First thing that's cool about this game is this right here. Plop. Clip. It has magnetic closure boxes, and I think that's one of the coolest things about it. So you open it up, and my copy is old, so you see it's coming off the bottom there. It's not supposed to be doing that. The glue has basically, and my handling of the game is not very good either. So here you go. You have rules that are in, that looks like Netherlands. Yeah, that looks like in the, yep, it is. I think that's the Netherlands. This looks like Polish. And then you also have English, but is there more than that? Yeah, looks like we also have German and English. We have Polish and Spanish. Then we have, I guess that would be Danish, what they speak in the Netherlands, and French. So you have a whole bunch of different things here. I don't need these, but they're small, so I keep them around just in case. English rules is where it's at, and there you have it. That's the entirety of the rules, folks. This is not difficult at all. So basically what you're going to be doing here is you're going to have these cards that are in your hand, all right? So there you have it. Then you also have these awesome, really cool bakelite tiles that are going to be on the board, and you're actually going to set the board up as this shows you right here. So there's your setup diagram, and then here are your rules, and here are your components. I just thought that was really cool packaging, to be honest with you. So you set these up, and I'm not going to necessarily set them. Well, I guess I could, couldn't I? All right, so we have this one up here, then we have a green, and then we have a yellow-purple, and then we have a white-purple down here, and then we have a blue-yellow, and then we have a purple-yellow, then we have a white-red, then we have a white-purple, and a yellow-red, which is right there. And then a green-yellow, and then a white-red, and then, oh no, yellow crud. This one's over here, and then we have white, blue, and white, blue. So now that the game's set up, we're ready to play. And so on your turn, you have the opportunity of switching things. So you have a certain player's turn. You can perform a switch or a flip. A player can swap the position of any one of their own symbol tiles with any adjacent tile, including diagonally, and it always has to include at least one of the switching player's own symbol tiles. So if I am green, then that means if I perform a switch, I can switch with this one, or this one, if it's this one, or I can switch with these two as well, and then I can switch with any of these with this one, or I can switch with any of these down here, or I can switch with any of these over here. So I can perform a switch, and a switch can simply be something like this. All right, it just depends on the pattern that you're trying to do. You can also perform a flip, where you simply turn over any one tile from gold to stone, or vice versa. So on each basic turn, a player can take any two actions, choosing to do one of the following combinations. So you can do so if I wanted to, I could switch and flip, like so. Or if I wanted to do that and then switch this, I could do that. Or you could switch a tile and then switch another tile. So I could do that and then that. Maybe I needed to get the pattern like so. Then you could also, or you could also flip a tile, then flip another tile. So if I really, really needed to, maybe I just needed to get, 4 yellows in the same thing here, or something like that. So and then I could flip another one. Maybe I wanted to flip that. So you can perform 2 actions in any combination. The 2 actions are a switch and or a flip. But there is a catch. You can never, for your first action, you can never simply undo what your opponent did on their last action. So that's the one thing. You cannot immediately undo the last single action taken by the previous player. So that's a little bit of a twist, all right? Now, what are you trying to do? You also have these spirit cards, where sometimes you can just simply go like this. Or you can rotate 4 thingies, all right? Now, there are also pattern cards, which are these things right here. So, for example, this pattern here, you want to get 4 stone, which are the white faces, in a row. You want to get your pieces to 4 in a row and all on the white, or all on the yellow. Or you want to get this pattern to where you have 4 that are yellow, yellow, white, white, all yellows. So these are the basic patterns that you're going to get. And for example, these here are actually the corners, all right? And then these here, like I showed earlier, are an actual quadrant, all right? But it can be the inner quadrant as well. So that's what you're doing. You're basically given 3 of these cards at the beginning of the game, and the first person to finish all 3 of theirs first is the winner. That's basically all this game is. But it's a really fun game, and it's really quick, and the component quality is off the charts. I like the fact that the cards are basically whatchamacallit, they are circles instead of regular card squares. And these Bakelite tiles are really chunky and very durable. And I just really like it. I think it's a great little game, and I've always enjoyed it. So that is Codinca. You put everything back in here pretty easily. These guys go over here, and then these guys go in here. Like so. So it is just a really fun game, and it's a really neat one to play. And that just didn't go in there like I wanted it to. Let's try that again, shall we? Yeah. All right, so that is Codinca. Awesome sauce. Let's see here. What have we got? I love a Danish in Denmark. Yeah, they speak Dutch. Yeah, sorry. The board and the beautiful must stick together. I haven't won. I will, though. Oh, yeah. Okay. Way to go, Ryan. How exciting. Kidding. Yes, Ryan and Vanessa, you're sweet. Ryan, we always thank you. That's nice of you to say, Karen. I just have fun guessing. Yeah, y'all always do say, always say thanks. Such a nice group of people here. Y'all, that's awesome. They speak Dutch in the Netherlands. Yeah, I thought that's what it says. Danish is in Denmark. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, so that was Dutch, not Danish. I normally throw out the rules I don't use. Yeah, that's probably true. And normally I do too, but they're small. And they also help keep things a little bit tighter in the game as well. Whoa, you're on another level. Who needs rules? Throw out rules? You are crazy. Without the rules, how do you calculate hit points? I'm lucky if I remember the rules when I come back to a game I played yesterday, LOL. That's how Tom always wins. Yeah, he just makes up rules. What's up? The bigger band is here. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. It's more fun to always win. Sam has beaten me in games before, so he knows that's not the case. This is true. But he does win normally. No, I wouldn't say normally. He wins frequently. There we go. Hello to you too. Not by eyeball is here. Good to see you. I always loved Azul kind of tiles in games. Yep, that's exactly the kind of tiles that these are. They're very Azul-ish, if that gives you a... But these were before Azul, so take that. What year is this game? It's 2012, Bigger Ben. Vanessa, you need to go to a Dice Tower event. The cruise still has space. I keep saying I'll do it, but never getting around to it. Yeah. But Sam cheats. No, I don't, Eric. Only when it's a solo game. I like Clacky's tiles too, with the exception of the time I brought back 7 Mahjong sets from Taiwan as gifts. Oh my. That is quite the weight strain on your luggage, bro. Did you even bring any clothes? Because that had to have been super duper heavy. Let's see, what have I got here? Okay, good. All right, well, that was Codinca. That was our first one, a 2012 game from Backspindle Games and designers Leonard Boyd and David Brishaw. Backspindle Games Ltd. So there is that. Now, on to the next in our line of games here. I thought I looked that up. Dang it. Bum. All right. Let's see here. This game right here is 10 years old. The next game we're going to be talking about, 10 years old, came out in 2014. It is a negotiation card game with let me see, what can I do here? With hand management. A negotiation card game with hand management from 10 years ago, 2014. All right. That's your first round of clues. All right. Vanessa, don't forget, send me an email, flipsideobg@gmail.com. I'll put that in the chat just in case. flipsideobg@gmail.com. And Vanessa, you send me an email with your shipping information, and we'll get that out to you pretty soon. I know this. Good night in the morning, out of the gates, David Brownlee. Now, technically, David, I haven't sent you anything yet because you won't let me, but you have won before. So, David needs to pick another winner, and I would also like it if David would kindly send me his shipping information so I could send him his gift from before. Now, in David's defense, he comes to our board game nights at Steamers West, and so he said, just hold it until I come there. And of course, the reason I wanted to send it to David is the last 2 times we have forgotten to take him his surprise and so forth and so on. So, David, you need to pick somebody else in the chat to be the recipient of a couple of stickers and a surprise. But yes, it is Sheriff of Nottingham. So there you have it. David Brownlee came out first. I think I'll do it right now. Good job, good job. David just beat me out. Yes, that is correct. Hey, I've been to Steamers twice now. I know! But that's why I want to mail it to you, so I don't have to remember and then consequently forget. Next month. And I don't even, well, yeah, we'll be here. Yeah, we'll be here. Next month. We are going to run out of people to get stickers to. I know, right? There are people in the chat who haven't won yet, so just pick somebody. That'll be good. That'll be good. And as you're doing that, we'll go ahead. First one to say the name of a Viking-themed game gets it. Well, there you go, David. Good idea. All right, so we're going to get down to the table here and take a look at Sheriff of Nottingham. Now, this is the Arcane Wonders edition. CMON has since bought the rights to produce Sheriff of Nottingham. So it's no longer a Dice Tower essential through Arcane Wonders. You get it through CMON, Cool Mini or Not, whatever you want to call them. And the artwork is slightly different, but most of the game is the same as far as this one or the second edition that is through CMON. But in Sheriff of Nottingham, you are a person who is basically a vendor, and they are trying to get their wares into Nottingham to sell at market. The problem is the sheriff is there, and he is questioning people about the goods that they're bringing in. There are contraband goods. There are some expansions. There's a Merryman expansion, stuff like that I have in here as well. But you are basically trying to bluff your way with goods and all of that kind of stuff into the market. Now, with that being said, this is a game that you can play and not lie at all about what's in your bag. And the reason I say that is because that is actually a mechanism. Here's the rule book. I'll go ahead and show that to you just so that you can see, at least for the Arcane Wonders edition, how it looks. There's not a lot of intensive rules here. It's a very simple process as you go through. So that's the rule book. Here are the coins. These are not, metal coins. They're cardboard, but they get the job done. There are a lot of cards because the cards are where the game takes place, basically. But there are a great number of cards. You have cheese cards. You have contraband items like mead that are red. Then you also have, this one is rye bread. Oh no, and it counts as 2 bread at the end of the game. There's chickens. There's apples, there's, let's see, chicken, cheese, apples, bread, and I think those are the 4 main things. You have bread, apples, cheese, and chicken, yeah. So you have all of these different things, and basically, this is how many points you're going to get at the end of the game for them. This is how much you have to pay, or this is how much the sheriff has to pay, depending on who gets caught. So the basic mechanism is that you're going to have these hands of, you're going to have a hand of these cards in front of you, and each turn you're going to be smuggling into Nottingham a number of cards that you choose. You can say any number of things, but here are the little bags that you will have at your disposal, and the color is dependent upon whatever your color is, and so forth and so on. So you're going to have this color, and you're going to pop into this bag here a number of cards. Maybe you'll say, you know, maybe you have let's see. Let's say that you had these 3 cards, and you're going to put these 3 cards in the thing. 2 of these chickens are fine, and you have this one, which is a royal rooster, and it's going to be worth 4 points at the end of the game instead of just 2 if you can get it through. And there's also a set collection at the end of the game. This one specifically counts as two chickens, so this would actually at the end of the game count as 4 chickens, not just 3. But what you have to do is you have to take your goods and slip them into your bag, and then you have to declare exactly how many cards are in here. And you can't lie about how many cards are in there, but you can lie about what cards are in here. So I could say there are 3 chickens in here. That's absolutely true, but I'm not saying that there's a royal rooster in there, because the reason I don't want to do that is because when the sheriff takes your bag, he can inspect your goods if you want to. But if he inspects your goods, in other words, he doesn't trust what you have told him is in this bag, he can pop. And that little noise there is so satisfying, because once that pops, there's no going back. The sheriff has to check what's in there. Now, why would he not, or why would he want to check? Well, if he checks what your cards are and you are not lying to him, if what you told him is exactly what's in there, then he has to pay you the amount of gold that is on these cards for basically not trusting you. But, well, I'm sorry, for any card that is not what you told him to do. So if I said 3 chickens and then this card was in there and he checked me, I would have to pay him 8 gold. Or maybe it's half, I can't remember exactly. But I would have to pay him an amount of money. But if, let's say that I had, 3 chickens in here, excuse me, let's say I had 3 chickens in here, just like I said I did, and he checked, then he would have to pay me an amount of money that is here like this. So you can do well in this game. I say all that to say you can do well by not lying at all. It's not a game where, because I explain to people that this is a bluffing game, and they're first almost beyond any kind of definition. More often than not, everybody says, I'm not good at bluffing. I don't want to play this game. You don't have to bluff. You don't have to bluff. Now, I personally derive a lot of fun from this game by lying. And I'll just be honest. I'll just be honest with you. I also derive a lot of fun out of this game by absolutely hamming it up when I am the sheriff. And I truly believe that that's where you can really have fun here, is just simply kind of like role playing. And so I just really enjoy this game. It is such a fun game. Now, the components, the storage might be different in the 2nd edition. The components might be a little bit different. I don't really know exactly how all of that is, but I can say that the amount of fun factor that you can have with this game is quite incredible. This one has, this is the book where they have a whole bunch of different expansions that you can take. You don't really need the expansions, but they do enhance your enjoyment of the game. I think it's a great little fun game. But this is Sheriff of Nottingham. And I can't remember if this, nope, they don't fit in there correctly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Put that down there like that, and put this like this, put that like that, and then this goes in here, and then that can go in there. And does that fit? Yeah, it kind of does. Anyway, that's that. That is Sheriff of Nottingham, a very fun game. A bluffing game, yes, but a game that you don't have to bluff in to have fun. So that is Sheriff of Nottingham. Now let's see who was chosen here. So the first one to say the name of a Viking-themed game, Champs of Midgard. Well, the Bigger Ben. There you go. Need to tell more people to watch live. That is true. David Brownlee has chosen the Bigger Ben. So, the Bigger Ben, you need to send me your shipping information at flipsideobg@gmail.com. I'll put that in there once again, just so that you can have it. Oops, maybe I need to learn how to type. flipsideobg@gmail.com. Just send me an email there, and we will do that. A Disney version. There's a Disney version now, too? Blah. A Disney version of Champions of Midgard? I hope not. Oh, that's pretty funny, though. My friend's relative bought him Sheriff for Christmas, but they bought the Spanish version by mistake. It actually improves the game a bit, in my opinion. I have 5 pollo. I only have 2 queso. That's amazing. Oh, that should be so fun. It's a hard game to solo. Yeah, it kind of is. I consistently lie to myself on a regular basis, so I have no issue playing this solo. As you get older, it gets harder to remember what you put in the bag, so you can occasionally fool yourself. So that means that Eric should be a pro at solo gaming this one. Let's see. Anthony say, have you seen the new Disney Robin Hood Sheriff of Nottingham version? I really want that version. I haven't, but again, I kind of like this version a little bit better. Well, I can't say that because I haven't seen the Disney version, but I am completely content with this version of the game. I'll put it that way. When was the last time you played Sheriff of Nottingham? It was not that long ago. We played, I mean, I guess it's been about 3 or 4 months at this point. No, I played it right here with my oldest son, Michael, his buddy, Danny, and me and Jess played a game of it. It was right here. It wasn't that long ago. It was less than a year ago. I know that. But it is a good game for a convention. Yeah, it would be. I can already hear the British accent. Absolutely. The real fun is in catching the liars. Truth, but it's also the rub as well, because if somebody is really good at lying, or if you just don't choose the right person, it can really hurt you as the sheriff. So you do have to be very careful. I think people will more often lose the game because they were a sheriff and didn't trust people enough, or just didn't let people go through enough. You know, they were trying to make money off of those people that were trying to get stuff through. I've seen people lose the game, I think, more often being a bad sheriff than they have just trying to get stuff through. Jesse is here. Hello, chat crew. Hello, Jesse. You might also like Masquerade from 2013, chaotic fun for larger groups. Bob Rock played that one early in the hobby. It didn't work for me, unfortunately. 6 months ago that we played it. Yeah, it was not too long ago. But that is coolness. That is coolness. Oh, I need to go back. There we go. Goodness gracious. All right. My cousin called me, so I need to call him back, but that's not a big deal at all. All right. Well, that is about that. 2 games that we talked about today were Sheriff of Nottingham and Codinca. A couple of really cool games. If you find them, camera angle hunt, I know, all we see is an empty table. I know, I got it. But anyway, if you see these games in a shop, now you know. Now you know what they're like. Now you know what they have inside of them. Now you know all of that good stuff. And it is basically, both of these games are pretty much staples in my collection. I don't think I'll ever get rid of them. I might, I was about to say I might upgrade them, but I don't think I'll need to upgrade even with Sheriff of Nottingham, because I really do like this edition. I like the artwork on it, and I think it looks good, but I might like upgrade the copy with like real coins or something to that effect. I think that would be a cool upgrade for Sheriff of Nottingham to give that extra little clink, aesthetic pleasure to it. This one, with the clinky tiles, I think it's a great addition to have as well. So, but if you see these in a shop or anything like that, now you know, and that's part of the reason why we do these videos, so that you can have a little bit better information about getting some of these games that you might see on a shelf in a game store, or hey, let's just, they're older games, so you might see them in like Goodwills or Salvation Armies or something like that, So that's the real reason. Real chicken upgrade. That might get a little messy. I don't know. Can I combine two games? Can I combine the two games? Probably not. I don't think that would work, Eric, but good job thinking out of the box, buddy. A real chicken upgrade. I can't put it down. All right. As we close out here, let's not forget July giveaway. If you've already entered, let people know that we're doing it so that they can enter. And yes, as Eric said yesterday, if I invite more people to enter, it means I have less of a chance of winning. I understand that. But I don't have an answer for it. You're absolutely correct. I'm literally asking you to lessen your chances of winning by letting other people know about our July giveaway. That's what's going to happen, though. Just let people know we're giving away a free game with a free insert. That insert was designed and produced by none other than Mr. David Brownlee. So we thank David for his coming along beside us and helping us out with this giveaway. And 25th Century Games has donated the game that they're going to give, a deluxe version of it, of Agúeda. This is a brand new game, folks, and it's a great little fun game as well. So go check out the video for instructions on how to enter, and I think you won't be disappointed, especially if you win. If you don't win, I can see how you might get a little disappointed, but hey, there's always next month, because August, we've got another rockin', and I mean a rockin' giveaway to do next month. We'll have more to say about that at the end of the month, however. So stay tuned for our August giveaway coming up in just a couple of weeks. And until then, make sure you join our July giveaway. It's a great giveaway. So anyway, we'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Come on back later on this evening. Jess and I, at the very least, will be playing Last Night on Earth, a somewhat of an OG zombie game as far as board games are concerned. There have been dice games that have been around for a little bit longer, I think, but this one is, at least for me, was one of my first really enjoyable experiences with zombie games. So, Last Night on Earth. Come on back. 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. Going to be a little bit late for you guys and gals on the East Coast, but we'll try to make it worth your while and make it real fun. Thanks for joining me here today. We appreciate you. The Bigger Ben and Vanessa G, go ahead and send me that email with your shipping information, and Jess and I will make sure to get that in the mail as soon as humanly possible. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side. Take it easy. It didn't do it this time. Oh well. Let's try again. Hey, it did it that time. Yes, Jesse. We're playing a zombie game.